Hey guys, sorry I'm a little bit late. I kind of got emerged or like just like drowned into my research. And I was gonna come on here and, kind of give like basic ways to fight back against like what's going on, which obviously would be if you're getting censored or whatnot, like don't fucking get on your knees and beg to this man because he's doing it on purpose. You're the example he's showing people that he's saying this is what happens when you open your mouth. This is what happens when you go against the grain. Okay, so don't think by like going on your knees and apologizing to him or thinking you're going to reason with him is going to change anything, because it's not. If he's censoring you or whatever is censoring you, maybe it's not him, giving like the benefit of the doubt. Like, let's say it's AI and it's bots doing it. Can you reason with something that we don't even know has reason or rationale or an ability to rationalize or be reasonable? I mean, for God's sakes, have you seen the drones over in Russia that just kill soldiers who surrender just because we're not. Maybe they, I mean, maybe they are sentient in a sense, but do you see what I'm saying? Robots don't care about your feelings. Robots don't care about what you're saying. They have an agenda. So if the agenda is remove anyone who's talking about this, then that's what they're going to do. And like pleading and begging with like this guy is not going to work. And that just calls, I'm sorry, I have a mint in my mouth. That just calls more just emphasis to the fact that what's going on with SpaceX and like, going to space and doing all this fucking shit. How does someone have all this time to be on X, to run Tesla, to run SpaceX? He runs other shit too. His brother has a Nova Sky store. Like they're a big family. They're all over the world. So why do he have so much time to sit on X and fuck around? It's genuinely, I'm genuinely curious about it. And then another thing I wonder is, you guys see the new Grok thing? The Grok symbol? That's a symbol for Saturn. Saturn is the symbol of the 3D world, of the material, of the vanity, of basically, how they see the celebrities who like sell their souls for fame and fortune. I really just think that they're selling any kind of integrity or morality they have so that they can um heed the riches of this realm. And that's why they like it so much. That's why they like Saturn so much, because that's what it represents, this 3D materialistic physical realm. Now, here's my advice on fighting back on being censored, right? So obviously I would just recommend get the fuck off here. Like, fuck him. Like, well, I mean, I'm not gonna beg to someone, but okay. If you want to leave this platform open, then I would start like just linking little, like dropping little bits of information of like, hey, come check out this video on this platform, or hey, come check out my article here. Hey, did you hear about this? Well, I'm fucking censored here, so you're gonna have to go over here to look at it. And you're gonna have to start really asking people and privatizing your stuff, making it so like who is viewing your information, who's an emailed subscriber, who's paying. You got to get out of the middleman like subscribing payments, because, and I know that's very, very hard, but like they take out way too much a percentage. And how are you supposed to make any income when they turn around and say, oh, well, we don't like what you're saying, so we're just going to shut you down? You have to figure out a way to take the middleman out of paying you. Okay. Sorry. And because if you just think about like what the false light is in general, it's a false light. It is a blinding light, and it's a blinding light whether it be on one end where it's super bright, or whether it be on the other end where it might not be. Like, it's just a confusing light. There's always extremes. So it's like you can't reason with these people, because it's like, oh, well, if you don't agree with going even further with technology, then you just need to be left behind. Like you're a deplorable that needs to be left behind. But then if you don't, or if you agree with, technology can be good, can be bad, depends like how you use it. Oh, well, if you're not fully on board for this and going to Mars and blah blah blah, then first of all, guys, I'm really saddened at how far our species has dropped intellectually, not even education, because education was a fucking joke. I mean, they sent us to these indoctrination fucking bullshit camps where we can't even come out learning basic math or science or even geometry, but we can come out when we can learn how to fuck. This system was never built in your favor. You have to understand. And so in order to fight back against the system that's never in your favor, you have to constantly be on your guard. You have to consciously always ask, like, if you're about to consume something, some sort of content, what are you consuming? Who is it from? What's the purpose of this propaganda? Because everything is propaganda at the end of the day. Okay. Another thing that I wanted to talk about fighting back is because I saw that Tennessee, if you go to my Patreon, I have up the bill that they, oh, hi, just give me a minute and I'll let you in a second. I have up that the Tennessee passes chemtrail bill banning airborne chemicals, right? If you look it up, it's I think it's Senate bill, shit. It's up on my Patreon, or just send me a message and I will send it to you. But basically, they have these procedures now where they found some sort of way to either keep an eye on the chemtrails going out above them or to completely ban it altogether. Now, I was looking at ways in different states of how they're looking at this. They don't even recognize chemtrails. They just call them contrails. And so it's very hard. I'm not really sure how we're going to actually maneuver this in a way that I was thinking maybe we can maneuver it in a way that says, well, look, people feel sick. Why don't we just stop any kind of contrails altogether in certain areas and like do some sort of, there has to be a united group of people all around the country, all around the world, that have to stand in their balls, stand in their integrity, in their truth. And you have to really, really be spiritually sovereign and strong in yourself. So like, I know I know when Elon's, oh, let's go to Uranus. I know that that's a lie. I know it's a lie. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you from my heart and my truth. I know because I'm spiritually sovereign in a sense. So, or at least I think so, or I believe. So that's another thing I wanted to say is one thing that you're going to fight back with this. Sorry, man. I'm on a little bit of a roll. If you want to come back, I'll open it up for speakers. I'm sorry. I just don't want to forget what I'm saying. So I highly recommend going and looking into the legislation for your state on like these chemical trails, these contrails, seeing what they are, seeing who you can contact about that. And you need to come together with other people who are willing to learn and network. And that's the most important thing, is networking and having like a group of people you actually know and knowing your neighbors. All right. So you have to educate yourself and you have to network and you have to stand in your truth, as I've said, because all of this coalesces or comes back to your quality of life. Because if your quality of life is poor, you're going to believe what these people tell you. You're going to believe what these magicians tell you. You're going to believe what these sorcerers tell you, that, climate change and fossil fuels and we got to block out the sun. And it's because you're not standing in your faith and in your truth, right? The more that you become confident in your heart and your soul and your spirit and understand that like that is what we are here for. We're not here for any of this collateral bullshit. Like, we've set up these belief systems and these political systems and whatnot. In a sense, humans think that we've set these up in a benevolent way to help us keep order and take care of each other in society, when in reality they're very inverse, and you can't really fix these systems without totally tearing them down, because things that are built upon bullshit and lies can never truly be genuine and can't ever work. So you have to really deconstruct it from where it went wrong. You can't just like keep rebuilding on top of bullshit, because it's always going to keep falling down. And you have to like take accountability, and you have to like start saying, guys, we're responsible. We're not going to fix this until we actually start fixing it. And so one way that you can start getting more in touch with your inner self or your spirit or your soul, that I find that I really like, along with meditation and just thinking and like imagining and trying to like keep a clear head and like not paying attention to any specific thoughts or bias or whatever. I love sound healing. any kind of tuning fork, sound bowl, Tibetan sound bowls, like that really, really relaxes me. And sometimes I find, even if I'm really busy during the day, I'll be like, Faith, you really need to go and listen to like at least like, 1 10-minute little meditation sound thing, right? And I don't really feel like it. I don't feel like it. Afterwards, I feel like the whole energy of like my space is cleared, my body, my everything just feels better. And I always end up thanking myself, like, thank you. And I realize, it takes really a lot of discipline to stay away from sin. And I don't want to sound like I'm preaching or like a preacher or anything like that. But when we're talking about sin, like we're talking about like taking care of your body, right? Not eating junk and things that are poisoned, right? Not taking in porn, not like treating others the way that you wish to be treated, loving your neighbor as yourself, not murdering people, not doing things with like that are just very malicious and ill intent. You know what I'm saying? And so, sorry. I found that sound healing is something that really, really helps me. And I really want to understand light healing as well, because these are two forces that can penetrate the human body and the human cells or whatnot without consent, right? Like sound can just, we don't even hear the frequencies that are coming. We don't even see some of the frequencies. So I'm genuinely curious. And I really wish that there was more research on it. It wasn't so down low, if it even is out there, on various ways to heal and protect and rejuvenate yourself. And I'm sure there are with sound. I think it's called bioresonance. And if you're interested, look into something like that. It's called bioresonance. And I think it has something to do with your auras, where you can use some sort of technology that will show you the different layers of your. Oh, great. Of course, it was reconnected. Is it even recording? I hope so. I'm just gonna close it up because I don't want to take the risk of me talking and not recording. But basically what you want to do is find, and if you'd like, I'd be happy to send you some of the ones that I listen to. Find sound healing instruments, whatever, that work for you, that help you feel good, because they are going to help bring into harmony anything that's out of balance, any chakras that are out of balance, any energy that's out of balance, any right or left hemispheres of your energy, spirit, or brain. It's going to bring that, or at least help to bring it into harmony. And by that, you're able to think so much clearer. You're able to act more like in your sovereignty. You're actually, by bringing your left and right, or your feminine and masculine hemispheres together, you're actually then able to truly, if you think about it, you're actually then really able to act in free will. Because if you're, a little bit if you're suppressing your feminine and you're overusing your masculine, or vice versa, how are you making good decisions, or how are you making truly sovereign and free will decisions? You're not, right? And so it's really important that every day that we remember this, and that is going to be the fight against this. It's like, how to stay true to yourself is going to be of getting a little bit closer to like the holistic sense of yourself, grounding yourself, going outside, hugging a tree. Did you know that trees have really good like resonance and like can help calm you? And just, I also thought maybe putting these restrictions on your technology, that like it will shut off certain apps. It will shut off certain times that you use your phone. Also, never charge the phone in the room with you. Keep it away from you as much as possible, because you can get I think it's called smog. It's like dirty electricity, which I'm still learning about. This is a lot of stuff to learn about, and it's just me. I don't know anyone else. If you know anything, please send me send me whatever you know. It's so helpful. And please join my Patreon and my blog, thinkers.com, because that has way more information on there. Whew! Have I gotten out everything that I honestly wanted to say, though? Well, I wanted to talk about karma a little bit, because I wanted to talk about, like, we're all here with our own soul's purpose, right? Like, I would hope that deep down, if you're listening to me, you know, you're not here to be like, to work 9 to 5 at like some store for someone else. Like, you are here for your own soul's evolution, your own spiritual evolution, your own like trials and tribulations of life. You have your own shit to do, right? And that's what I feel like this whole world is about, is taking that away from us. And that's why I feel like it's an overstepping of their boundaries on our free will. Because if we are sovereign, spiritual, free beings, or beings with free will, then why the fuck is everything so hidden? And why do we have to beg each other like for information? Like everything is hidden, and there's a lot of things that go on, I believe, in the invisible or energetic realm that we're not fully aware. Obviously, we're not fully aware about how they work, and that's used against us. And so definitely keep your phones away from you as much as possible. But that's what I'm starting to learn. I just learned that I think I have parasites, and I thought I was getting hit with like frequencies or 5G. I couldn't tell you what the hell it was until I went on a fast and I started reading the Essenes and and starting to fast. And I'm telling you, I really think that I think it's bugs, and I don't really know how to get rid of it. I don't know if the medicines, the Ivor or whatever, I don't know if that's genuine or if it's just another psyop. I don't fucking know. I don't really know what to do. And this is a subject, these parasite thingies, that freak me out so much because you can like feel them. It freaks me out. It just makes me so queasy that like I just say, oh God, I can't even bother with it. And I try to like just numb my mind of it altogether, which obviously helps nothing. So if you know anything about that, please let me know. I don't want to feel totally out of power of my body and like whatever's going on, because I think that is obviously something they feed off of, is trying to make us believe that we don't have this power. Because really, if we weren't all powerful and like these crazy, amazing beings, they wouldn't be trying to psyop us so much into believing that we're not. You know what I'm saying? Like if the power of manifestation wasn't real, and the power of love wasn't real, and the power of truth and faith, and not just saying that, but if that was all just, if we didn't have any true power in what we believe in, our intentions and our focus, then we would be just real. The cage that we're in right now would be a lot more visible. You know what I'm saying? We are sincerely powerful beings, and they want nothing more than for us not to see that. So, I mean, maybe just ask yourself before you just believe what you hear. Like if you read something online, say, in my gut or in my heart of heart or in my soul, do I feel that this is truthful? Is this a line? Is this truthful? What is this about? What is this content about? And don't accept their realities. So if they throw out to you, oh, there's a war that's going to happen, or oh, the future reality is going to be all AI, say no. Just literally say, you could say it inside, it's like in your head or not. No, I don't accept this reality. This is not my world. This is not my timeline. I want to be of the highest loving timeline for humanity, and that is what I'm going to help bring into fruition, and that is what I'm going to help manifest. Not this, because that's another way that they trap you, is that they throw out these like, this country may do this, or we're thinking about doing that, because they want to see the reaction. They want us to manifest it for them. But instead, stop it and stop yourself and say, I see the trick. That's not what I want. I want a loving, bright, like harmonious, beautiful new timeline for him, because we don't want these lower AI timelines. Like we're not. That's not. It's I don't really want to go that deep into it, because I feel like I've already gone way too long. So yeah, I wanted to actually read a few other like Bible verses, but I think I'll just do a separate podcast on my actual podcast and website. So make sure that you check out Finkers.com, my Patreon Finkers, and the Spotify for my podcast, and reach out anytime. And I don't think that what's going on is okay. I feel really bad for like some people that have literally like rested their fucking like loyalty and their work and their lives for like just to be treated like shit for nothing. Like it's like a show. It's like they're using people as like a show. Like that guy Luigi was a fucking show. It's literally sad. And what's worse about it, guys, is like half of you just know that it's a show but like it. you like need the entertainment, and what kind of a luxury that must be. Literally, what kind of a fucking luxury and privilege that must be for you guys to get to sit there and want to watch a fucking TV show all day play out with other people's lives. Honestly, I find it really pitiful and pathetic. I find the people of true God, like of true faith and whatnot, and I'm not saying it because that's my name, I'm saying of true, like, honor, are people that can stand in that truth and say, nope, that's wrong, and I don't stand by that. And like, even though I can see everyone else is walking the crowd, no, I know better than that. I have integrity. That's something my dad always taught me before he passed away, was that faith, it does not matter. Like, people go to feed the homeless or something just so other people can see them doing a good deed, or, for example, he used to always tell me like that's such a crock of shit. Like, that's not integrity. That's the opposite. True integrity is when you do the good and the right and the moral and the just thing without anyone looking and without giving a fuck who looks or who sees, because you're not doing it with the intent that anyone sees. You just do it because it's the right thing to do. It's because that's what you do. And I'm so grateful that was a lesson from my father in life that like has stuck with me forever, because that is one thing that keeps me standing in my truth and like in my own confidence and unwavering to it. So, with that said, don't forget that you have a purpose. Sometimes I felt that I read a bit of this verse from the Bible kind of saying like, your heavenly brothers and sisters are going to come and show up for you, likely more than your blood siblings or brothers and sisters, which kind of like hit me a little bit deep, because I've never really felt that deep of a bond with my own blood. But aside from like, my people who are warriors, spiritual warriors here with me, I hope that, we're going to help each other out, and we're going to stand together, and we're not going to just put our heads down while our people are being, not like tortured, or people are being like mistreated and lied to and hoodwinked and tricked. And I'm not going to stand next to lies. I will always stand by truth. As far as truth as I know it, if it's truth in my heart, I'm not going to tell you guys a lie, or at least I don't even want to say that. Oh my God, I'm completely fucking myself up, aren't I? Oh yeah. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Thanks, guys. And stay strong. And if you ever need anything, or, want me to send you any of the stuff I've talked about, please, please, please reach out and stay strong, because I need my spiritual warriors out there too.